Good morning, good morning, good morning, my beautiful little scientists of wintergreen. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about types of clouds. Clouds, as you know, they are formed in the water cycle. Okay, so when you've got water that evaporates, it hits the cool air of the atmosphere, condenses, and turns into a cloud. So you know that clouds are formed by the water cycle, and you know that clouds, they hold water in them. Okay, the more gray they are, the more water they're holding. But today we're going to talk about the 4 different types of clouds, and you can use clouds to predict weather. Okay, you can use it to predict weather. You can use it to tell you, how you need to dress and what you can expect in the day. All right, so we're going to start with label your piece of paper types of clouds. And clouds are formed through condensation. Formed in the water cycle. Condensation. All right, so that is the step in the water cycle where you get clouds formed. All right, so we're going to talk about 4 different types, and then we're going to do plus 1. We're going to do one more down here, okay? But we're going to talk about the 4 main types, and then we're going to add one down here. All right, so you're going to go ahead and draw a line here, and we're going to do 4 different types of clouds. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so the first one that we're going to be talking about today are stratus clouds. Stratus clouds, first we're going to kind of draw a little picture of them. Stratus clouds look like a comforter laying over the sky. Okay. When I say a comforter, I mean like a blanket. They lay like a blanket and they hang low, low, low in the sky. And so let's take some notes. Number 1, they look like a blanket. Okay. And they hang very low. They are low in the sky. Almost looks like you could just reach up and touch them. They're very low. They are very often gray in color. So maybe I'm going to add a little bit of gray to my picture. Gray clouds. And then let's talk about what type of weather they bring. They bring rain or snow. But not like in a thunderstorm type of way, just like a steady rain, like a steady drizzle. Okay, so this is not going to be, stratus clouds are not going to bring thunderstorms. They're going to just bring constant, steady rain. Okay. All right, so I am going to come off. I'm going to share my screen with you very quickly. I have a cloud presentation. I'm going to let you see. Where is it? Here it is. And I'm going to show you some pictures of stratus clouds. These are stratus clouds. Notice how they hang low like a blanket, okay? And when you see these, you're looking at lots of rain in a slow, steady kind of way. There's not going to be a lot of sunlight because sunlight can't penetrate through those clouds. So they look like a blanket. They are gray in color. They produce rain or snow. All right, I'm going to stop sharing, going back to this. Next one that we're going to talk about is cumulus clouds. All right, so if you have ever seen Toy Story, the little white puffy clouds that he has drawn that are painted on his walls, those are cumulus clouds. They look kind of like this. They're just little puffy, little blue, in a blue sky usually, just little Happy little clouds. They're what Bob Ross would call happy little clouds. And the sky around them is typically blue. Okay, sky around them is blue. And they are white. Okay, and if you see these type of clouds outside, it's gonna be a beautiful, beautiful day. All right, so let's talk about it. These look like puffy cotton. Cumulus clouds are white. They usually mean there's fair weather. There could be a little rain, but not really. Usually, no. There could be a little rain. Okay, so when you have rain that comes from cumulus clouds, that's usually what people call sun showers, where it's raining when it's sunny and it's a little weird. Okay, that would be rain that came from a cumulus cloud. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to screen share and I'm going to show you a picture of cumulus clouds. Here we go. Cumulus clouds are these. These are cumulus clouds, white, puffy. These are the ones that you would see on Andy's bedroom wall. They are light, they're white in color, they look like cotton balls. And there is usually, when you see these outside, you feel pretty good about going outside. You know that you're going to, be pretty safe. No storms are coming. It's going to be pretty light and beautiful day. All right. I'm going to stop sharing. Going back. Next one is boom, boom, boom. These are Cumulonimbus. Q, mu, low, and then nimbus. All right, Cumulonimbus. I like to say it like that so my kids understand that they are scary kind of clouds. Okay, so let's draw them. They usually have a flat bottom kind of like this, and they grow high into the sky, even higher than that, high in the sky. They are, you will see lightning in cumulonimbus clouds a lot of the times, okay? They bring nasty, stormy weather. And I'm talking they really bring down the rain, okay? Okay, these are cumulonimbus. They are gray and scary and tall. And when you see them, get your fanny inside the house. It is about to get nasty outside, okay? So Cumulonimbus, so dangerous, Cumulonimbus. All right, so let's take some notes. These look like tall mountains of clouds. Okay, when you see these, get inside. They bring thunderstorms, lightning, hail. Get inside if you see them. If you see these, it is time to run. Okay, cumulonimbus, tall mountain clouds. Now I'm going to show you, screen share again, I'm going to show you a picture of some cumulonimbus clouds. All right, so cumulonimbus, this is what they look like. They are tall mountains of clouds. You'll see that they're gray on the bottom down here. That is because they are heavy and full of rain. They look like tall mountains of clouds. They bring thunderstorms, lightning, and hail. All right. And the last one, these are cirrus clouds. They are very high in the sky, and they look like feathers, okay? Kind of like feathers floating in the sky. So I'm going to stop sharing, and we're going to go back to our thing. The last one here on our tree map is Cirrus. Okay, now cirrus clouds, they kind of look like this. They're very high and they're very wispy. Wispy means that there's a lot of space in between them. You could even see them looking like this. A lot of times kids will see a cirrus cloud and they'll think that it is, the trails that come off the back of airplanes. But that's, cirrus clouds are just that light and wispy. So let's take down some notes. They look like wispy cotton candy. Like when you stretch out cotton candy. Wispy cotton candy. They are very high in the sky. Very high. They are made of ice crystals. I know, kind of crazy, huh? Okay, they look like wispy cotton candy, very high, made of ice crystals. If you have cirrus clouds, the weather is clear and it is dry. You will not have rain if you see cirrus clouds. They are very high in the sky, and because they're so high in the sky and they're made of ice, they can't hold rain. Okay, so cirrus clouds, it's going to be clear and it's going to be dry. And the last thing is that they can indicate, that means that they can mean that the weather will change in about 2 days. Okay, all right, so and so let me go back to my screen share. And this is what they look like, cirrus clouds. They look like wisps of cotton candy. They're clear and the weather is clear and pleasant. They can indicate that there's going to be a change in the weather in the next day or two. They're very high in the atmosphere. Look how they look like they're barely touchable, and they are made of ice crystals. Okay. All right. The last one is not in your presentation, but I wanted to put it in here. I'm going to draw a line across the bottom, and I like to put this in my clouds anchor chart because a lot of kids forget about it. And it is F-O-G. F-O-G means forms over ground. So you guys have all driven through fog in the morning. And so like, let's say this is the road and this is you. Here's you riding in your mama's car. Her car looks a little crazy, but you will see clouds that have the white fog that has formed over the ground. It is literally a cloud that has formed over the ground. And the reason why this has happened is because the ground in the air are different temperature, and it's causing condensation to form near the ground. Okay, just the same way that clouds form in the sky, they can form over the ground. Okay, when you have dramatic differences between the ground and the air. All right, so again, just as a quick review, you've got stratus is blanket clouds, steady rain. Cumulus, white puffy clouds. That means it's going to be pretty outside. Cumulonimbus, run, run, run. This is the dangerous one that brings thunderstorms and hail. Cumulonimbus, cumulonimbus. And cirrus clouds, cirrus, cirrus. I like to tell my kids that it's not serious when you see these. When you see a cirrus cloud, it's not cirrus. You don't have to worry about it. It's going to be clear and dry, okay? And the last one is fog. It forms over the ground. All right. I love you guys. Bye.